Tomorrow, millions of Americans will be pleasantly surprised by a bonus, extra money in their bank accounts. But here's the catch: this increase in Social Security payments won't be for everyone. If you're wondering if you'll be one of the lucky beneficiaries, you've come to the right place. In this detailed guide, we'll outline who qualifies for this payment increase, how much extra money you could receive, and the steps you should take to make sure you don't miss out on these important financial adjustments. Don't miss this opportunity. Before we dive into the details, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our daily updates on Social Security benefits, stimulus payments, and money-saving tips that could add hundreds of dollars to your monthly income. Leave a comment below if you'd like to learn more about this payment increase, and let's get started. Who qualifies for an increase in Social Security payments? The Social Security Administration, SSA, has implemented a strategic payment schedule based on beneficiaries' birth dates, and this latest round of payments is particularly significant given the 2024 Cost of Living Adjustment, COLA. With a 3.2% COLA increase, millions of Americans will see a significant increase in their monthly benefits. However, not everyone will receive their payment on the same day, and the amount of the increase may vary depending on individual circumstances. Here's how the payment schedule works. First wave: if your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of the month, you're in the first wave of payments. Second wave: if your birthday is between the 11th and the 20th, you are in the second wave. Third wave: if your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st, you are in the third wave. Tomorrow's payments are specifically targeted at one of these groups, so read on to find out if you're among the lucky recipients. How much extra money can you expect? On average, Social Security beneficiaries will see an increase of approximately $59 in their monthly payments due to the 3.2% cost of living adjustment, COLA. However, some beneficiaries could receive a significantly higher amount, up to $100 or more per month, depending on factors such as 1. Lifetime earnings history. The more you have contributed to Social Security during your working years, the higher your benefits will be. 2. Age at which you applied for benefits. If you applied for benefits at the early age of 62, your payments will be lower than if you had waited until full retirement age, FRA, or even delayed them until age 70. Benefit type: retirees, disability beneficiaries, and survivors may see different increases depending on their specific circumstances. For example, a retiree who previously received $1,800 per month could now receive $1,857.60, while someone receiving the maximum benefit could see their payment increase to more than $5,300 per month. Supplemental Security Income, SSI, recipients. What you need to know: if you receive Supplemental Security Income, SSI, you may also be eligible for an increase in your monthly payment. SSI is a needs-based program designed to help people with limited income and resources, including those with disabilities. In addition to the federal SSI payment, some states offer supplemental payments that can further increase your income. For example, the federal SSI payment for an individual in 2024 is $943 per month, but with state supplements, some beneficiaries could receive more than $1,000 per month. If you receive both Social Security retirement benefits and SSI, known as concurrent benefits, you could see increases in both payments, although the total increase may not be as simple as adding the two together. Exceptions to the payment schedule. While the date of birth payment schedule applies to most beneficiaries, there are some exceptions. 1. Pre-1997 beneficiaries. If you began receiving Social Security benefits before May 1, 1997, your payments are issued on the 3rd of each month, regardless of your date of birth. 2. Concurrent beneficiaries. If you receive both Social Security and SSI, your payment schedule may be different from the standard system based on date of birth. For example, if you fall into one of these categories, you would have received your March payment on March 3rd, rather than waiting for the schedule based on your date of birth. Medicare Part B premiums. What you need to know: one factor that may affect your take-home Social Security payment is your Medicare Part B premium. In 2024, the standard Part B premium increased to $174.70 per month, up from $164.90 in 2023. Since Part B premiums are typically deducted directly from Social Security payments, this increase may offset some of the COLA increase. For example, if your Social Security payment increased by $59, but your Part B premium increased by $9.80, your net increase would be $49.20. It's important to factor this into your budget as you plan for next year. Family benefits and cost of living adjustment. If you have dependents who receive benefits based on their work history, such as your spouse or children, your payments will also be affected by the cost of living adjustment, COLA. However, rules regarding family benefit maximums may limit the total amount payable to your household. For example, if your family's total benefits exceed the maximum, each dependent's payment may be reduced proportionally. Impact on other benefits. Increased Social Security payments could also affect your eligibility for means-tested programs, such as SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, health insurance, housing assistance. If your income increases due to the cost of living adjustment, COLA, you may need to report these changes to the relevant agencies to avoid overpayments or loss of benefits. It's critical to understand these potential interactions to ensure you don't experience unexpected changes to your overall benefits package. What to do if you don't receive your payment. If you don't see your increased payment in your account tomorrow, don't worry. The SSA typically deposits payments according to its schedule, but factors such as bank holidays, system updates, or administrative processing times could cause delays. Here's what you can do. 1. Check your Social Security account. Sign into your account at ssa.gov to check your payment amount and schedule. 2. Call the SSA. Use the automated service at 1-800-772-1213 to check the status of your payment. 3. Visit your local office. If you can't resolve the issue online or over the phone, visit your local Social Security office for help. It's also a good idea to have important documentation on hand, such as your benefits verification letter, any SSA notifications, and your bank statements. This will help you quickly resolve any discrepancies or delays. Tax implications of increased payments. While the COLA increase is good news, it's important to understand the potential tax implications. If your total income, including Social Security benefits, exceeds certain thresholds, up to 85% of your benefits could be taxable. This could push some beneficiaries into a higher tax bracket, so it's a good idea to consult a tax advisor to fully understand your individual situation. How to make the most of your greatest benefits. With the rising cost of living, it's more important than ever to make the most of your Social Security benefits. Here are some tips. 1. Prioritize essential expenses. Use extra funds to cover necessities like housing, food, and medical care. 2. Create an emergency fund. Set aside a portion of your increased pay for unexpected expenses. 3. Pay off your debt. Use the extra money to pay down high-interest debt, such as credit card balances. 4. Invest in your future. Consider contributing to a retirement account or other long-term savings plan. Looking ahead, future cost of living adjustments. Although we can't predict the exact figures, the SSA uses a formula based on the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical employees, CPI, to calculate future cost of living adjustments, COLAs. Understanding this process can help you better prepare for changes to your benefits and plan for the future. The 2024 COLA increase is a welcome boost for millions of Americans, but it's important to understand how it affects your specific situation. Whether you're receiving an extra $59 or $100 a month, this increased payment can make a significant difference in your financial well-being. Stay informed about Social Security news by following our channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more money-saving tips and financial news. If you have any questions about your specific situation, leave them in the comments. We're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next update as we continue to explore how these adjustments will affect your financial well-being both short and long term.